All right, let me explain a little bit more why this is so crazy. Joel Salatin's history with the USDA is filled with tension, stemming from his outspoken criticism of industrialized farming practices and government regulations that he argues stifle sustainable farming.
Are you aware of any record that somehow the states didn't care enough about people's health where the federal government did a better job?
Oh, no, the federal government never does a better job.
Salatin has faced immense regulatory hurdles due to his innovative pasture-based farming techniques, which often clash with the USDA's strict, standardized approaches focused on industrial farming. For example, the USDA has historically labeled some of his practices as unsafe or even bioterrorist in nature because he allows his animals to graze freely, which, in their view, increases the risk of disease spread through wildlife interaction. Salatin's resistance to USDA protocols doesn't stop at practical issues. He's also raised concerns about the philosophical impact of these policies on food freedom. He criticizes how regulations enforce conformity to industrial models, which prioritize mass production and profit over environmental health and food quality. Salatin argues that small farmers like himself are often squeezed out by big agricultural players supported by the USDA's regulations, which favor factory farming over small, local producers. In his book, Everything I Want to Do is Illegal, what an amazing title, he talks about how many of his methods, like on-site poultry processing, are either heavily restricted or outright banned by USDA standards, even though they are designed to enhance sustainability and local food safety. Given this tumultuous relationship, it's remarkable that Salatin will now hold an advisory position within the USDA. With the history of calling out the agency's alignment with industrial agriculture and its heavy-handed regulations, his involvement could introduce substantial reforms aimed at championing food freedom and supporting small-scale, sustainable practices. It signals a potential shift in USDA policy towards more holistic, regenerative farming, a vision Salatin has tirelessly promoted. This role could empower him to advocate for the dismantling of regulatory barriers that have long hindered local and sustainable food systems, bringing his dream of food sovereignty and environmental stewardship to reality.